Hey, scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with day 6 of my December daily 2021, and today I am using some older printables from Citrus Twist Kits. If you are following me over on Instagram, you will see my announcement that I am on the Citrus Twist Kits design team for at least the next 6 months, and so I am playing with their stuff today. I printed out their 2020 Christmas and December stuff, and it came with some beautiful papers and some traveler's notebook size cards, which you can see me layering here. Of course, everything is traveler's notebook size, so I am sort of tearing and piecing things together to make a full 6.25 by 8.25 page here. Which is fine. I do it all the time. So I'm doing it with these pretty papers, and I love this card. I wanted this card to be the base of my design, even though I'm not going to use it for journaling. I'm sorry if you can hear the cats racing in circles. I'm not going to be using it for journaling. I'm just going to be using it for the base of my layout. I really liked the half circle at the top and then the little place at the bottom where I can check off what we were doing. So this story is all about a Christmas miracle. My entire book club plus our respective spouses got together at the beginning of December, which is definitely a Christmas miracle with all of our schedules and our penchant for wanting to be alone. We are a true merry band of introverts, and so getting us all together in one place is not easy. But we managed to do it at the beginning of December, and we managed to do it at last minute, which is just a Christmas miracle, like I said. So I'm going to put magic on the top of my photo here, all this blank space at the top of the photo. These photos aren't very high quality, so I turned them black and white. And kept them a little bit on the smaller side, and I'm just going to do one page for day 6 because of that. But I'm going to make a pocket out of this photo on this card. Oh my gosh, these cats are insane this morning. They weren't before I started talking, but they are now. Anyway, I'm going to make a pocket out of this 3x4 card and this photo, and I'm going to use red line tape just around the outside edges of the card so that I can make a nice large pocket, because I'm going to be putting both a journaling card and that photo of myself and my best friend in the pocket. So it's going to be a little bit wider than an actual 3x4 card. Well, obviously it's going to be 4x3, but it's going to be a little bit wider than just making it a nice snug fit for a 3x4 card, because I'm going to be putting 2 photos in there, or 2 objects in there. So you can see I ran out of tape runner. I actually have more tape runner coming next week, but now I get to make do with red line tape for the next couple days while I scrapbook. So here's my basic setup, and I really liked that all gathered at the table, but it ended up just being too big with that half circle, that holiday cheer at the top as well. So I am going to put it there, but when I go to print my journaling on that Christmas Stories card, I'm going to take it off and use something else instead. So I've got my setup all ready. So I'm going to take a break and put my journaling on my card and then come back to this. We actually went to go see a movie in between this part of this video and when I finished it. So this is really cute. I actually really like that half circle. It just did not... It felt a little bit crowded up there when I was all done, so I replaced it with the red, the little half circle, or the little circle instead, and it worked a little bit better. So I'm using an alpha stamp that I got from Citrus Twist Kits, and it has a bold and a less bold. I mean, they're both kind of bold, but a bold and a not bold version of the font. So I'm going to use the not bold version to do December, or I guess DEC. And then the bolder version to do 6th, and I'm using Catherine Pooler inks from their Luxe line because the dark green and the dark red match really well. Then I'm going to add in some of these Citrus Twist enamel dots in silver. I'm going to put one here to mark gathered together, and then I'm going to put one on either side of magic, just for decoration. I want this page to be somewhat flat, not too dimensional. It's still interactive, obviously, because I just can't not. But I want it to be one of the less dimensional pages in my album. I need to start incorporating less dimensional pages. So I pulled out a couple more Citrus Twist stamp sets, and this one is going to say together, and then the other part of it, I'm going to use the other stamp set, and it says straight up magic. So it's going to say straight up magic together. And then I had these stamps out, and I decided I wanted to use the battery stamp as well. Because like I said, we are introverts, and so what that means, it doesn't just mean you're shy. It means that when you're with people, they drain your battery. And when you're, or if you're an extrovert, when you're with people, it charges your battery. So we are all introverts, so our batteries are constantly drained by the world around us. But it feels like, even though definitely if we spend time together, we definitely have to recharge our introvert batteries. It never feels like as much of a drain as it can be just being out in the world, at least for me. So I wanted to incorporate some of that symbolism into this layout, at least for my own brain, and I made the very appropriate executive decision at the last second to not stamp directly on my layout, but rather to make a few test stamps and see what I wanted to do, which was good because it took me a minute to get this stamp working correctly. I'm going to fill the middle with the green ink from Catherine Pooler, but I stamped it first so that it would be a little bit lighter because that green ink is very dark. Then I'm going to curve the recharge around the top of the circle, which you'll see me cut out here in a second. And then I'm going to adhere it to the top of the photo of my bestie and I, so it is sort of a pull tab at the top. And I think that because this image is lighter than the original image that I had, it doesn't have as much visual weight and doesn't feel as clogged up at the top as the other large pull tab did. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. And I will see you next time. Thank you.